Good afternoon. My name is Daniel Young. I'm the owner and founder of Adaptive Perspective and the Adaptive Perspective channel here on YouTube, where I help you make your dreams a reality. You've seen my past videos. You understand I love strategy and targeted strategy. That awareness is key because I'm going to keep sifting through these financial memes and keep pointing out issues. I'll say it nicely, issues. So reminders, this is an unedited video. Who knows what you'll hear in the background as I film these in my house. They are raw, uncut footage, not fancy, just honest and transparent. So our youngest kitten is on his afternoon terror spree, and we'll see what he gets into in the background. I don't plan on using or don't plan on displaying our closed-end fund system today, but if I do, I'll get into that. And I am not a financial advisor. I am a financial strategist. So my goal is not to slander anybody. I'm interested in separating the good from the bad when it comes to financial advice, because we all, none of us, want bad financial advice. So the share screen today is going to be a little more involved because there's more going on. So this is my Pinterest account. This is the board we're operating off of. You scroll to the bottom of the page of all these different memes, and there's interesting that there's several duplicates. You'll eventually get to this, which is not at the bottom, but towards the bottom. And when you initially read it, it looks like a pretty clean cut, like it looks like a pretty meme, it looks pretty clean cut. It's about money, how to fix your finances. But my tagline on that is it's basic and complicated. Like it looks cool, but it's not exactly great advice. So as you read the steps, it gives you a place to start, which is honestly where you should start. You print out the last month's bank statement, but I would tell you to print out the last 2 to 3, maybe 4, depending on the time of year, because your summer months will look different than your winter months when it comes to your power bill. Their advice is to divide your wants from your needs, which sounds like good advice. So you highlight all the wants, you look at how much money that is, and then you'll decrease your wants by 50% and dividing your savings into your savings account, which is going to help you, and then in putting that in your investment account. Now, if you're only spending, say, $100 on wants, and you're now saving $50 a month, $25 into your investments, $25 into your savings, and no money forward into getting money to work for you is not a good idea. So what could we do instead of this? Well, I run a page on Facebook where I get into this. And I've started posting on our 12 steps to financial freedom. And this planning stage is you identify your dreams. So whatever your reason of seeking change, you see a need for change. You know where you exist financially, you know what you're spending, you know what you don't have. But why should you change? Like you want to change, you want more money, but why should you really change? So I would encourage you to ID where you want to be financially or identify your dreams. So you know where you are. You need that initial endpoint. Now the X on the spot stays the X on the spot, but there's a financial journey past the X. So it's modifying your existing structure, improving your financial wherewithal. I mean, you suck at managing money, so it's how to get better at managing money so you can reach the X. But then also, how can you continue the journey after the X? So what do you want to do? Do you want to travel the world? We want to own property. Do you want to live on a boat? Do you want to backpack the Rockies or take seasonal trips out of the country to go backpack through the Himalayas or through India or anywhere? Do you want to go on a moose hunt or an elk hunt in Alaska? I mean, that's a cool 10 to 15 grand and an experience of a lifetime. Or maybe arrange it to where you can do it more than once. So you can do anything. Now, if you want to do something illegal, that's different. Um, this is not about that. Now, dreams wise, you can do anything. So, what do you want to do? Once you identify the dreams, now you make a commitment to yourself and you learn the process of navigating your finances. And as you scroll up and backtrack where I've been in commentary, I give you a framework of how to navigate your finances, how to get from where you are to where you want to be. Now, I post daily. Maybe you see daily progress. But if you've never operated a budget, it's a struggle. It's a challenge. And you get better every month you're at it. Um, Maybe you see progress in a year. Like maybe you pay, if you've got credit card debt, maybe you pay that off in a year, but then you cross that step off and then you go to the next step. And there's strategy inbuilt along the way. So just like this says, we need your past banking history, but we're not going to take this approach. Instead, so you would print out this or pull up this expense worksheet, and it's got a list of every single expense that you can see what you're actually spending. It's one thing to pay automatically. It's quite another to see how much you're actually spending. And if you need help with your dreams and goals, if you want to see my dreams or goals, there's a starter budget. Here was our very first budget. It's from about 10 years ago. Here's our January budget from last year, so almost 2 years ago. As you go on, you're going to evolve the budget and you should make it yours. But the longer you're in it, you're going to fine tune it and tweak it to where our current budget looks similar to this. It's the same framework, but it looks very different on the page. And I've actually gone through that in past videos on my Navigate Your Finances page on how we pay bills and how we fill in our budget and how we keep track of things. But as you keep going, you go. Yeah, options on budget formats. Use what we have or make your own. And then it really is strategy on how to resolve your issues with money, to improve your structure, to improve your ability to handle, to improve your efficiency, to improve your budget's efficiency, and make a functional budget that pays everything and then also help funds the initial steps and then preps you for launching a side hustle and preps you before you start building your bridge into passive income or before you start building into portfolio income. It's you want to streamline your efforts. You want to make it as easy as possible to fund every account instead of all the accounts at the same time. Meaning, so say your wants were $100. Now you have $50 extra. It would be a lot faster to fund your investments. Now it would still be slow. $50 a month is not a lot. But if you're funding your investments at $50 a month, you're going to go a lot faster than if you're funding it by 25 a month. And credit card expenses are the same way. If you can pay off, like if you've got 7 credit cards, if you can pay the minimums, right? Or I guess pay the minimums on the more expensive stuff and then put everything into the cheapest one, you'll pay it off a lot faster. And then you recycle that money and then you pay off the next one. And then the same thing. It's a snowball effect. You pay them, you're putting the bulk of your funds towards those things so you can pay them off as fast as possible. So then you can move on to a different step. And I'll be the first to tell you that once you make progress, it's addictive. Like you see change and you feel better and your stress drops and it becomes addictive. But stuff like this, it looks pretty, but it doesn't actually do anything. It sounds great when it starts, but at the same time, it's actually bad advice and it's not going to solve your problems. you can build some structure, build some restraints, build some boundaries, improve your ability to manage money, that'll do a lot more than following this very nothing burger meme. So if you like the content, consider subscribing to my channel, hit the like button, head over to Facebook, join my group there called Navigate Your Finances. The information will be below. Just remember, you're the captain of your ship. Your ship will go exactly where you steer it. And if you have no idea where you're going, you will turn in circles for eternity, or at least as long as you live. So if you have a destination mapped and you know your map and you know where you're going, your ship will go there. So be the captain your ship needs. Lead your journey, lead your crew, and make it happen. It is far easier than people want to let you believe to make a lasting financial change and lasting financial impact. But it's very possible. So make it happen, because it's not going to happen on its own. If it would have happened on its own, or if it could have happened on its own, it would have already happened on its own, but it hasn't. So make some changes, do the work, and then see some progress. And it's addicting. So have a great day. See you in another video. Bye-bye.